Hello, my friend. Welcome to the Artist Next Level podcast. I'm super excited to be here with you. And particularly because today I'm going to give you a totally free tool that's going to change your marketing. It's going to really transform the way you market your art for your next event, your openings, your art shows, your open studio events, anything that has a specific date and that you need to promote online or in person. This tool is going to help you out.
Resources, inspiring interviews, business practices, and practical advice to take your art career to the next level. Join Sergio Gomez in today's Artist Next Level and get ready to take control of your career.
Well, my friends, super happy to connect. And again, as I said in my intro, I have a totally free, and I mean free for real, free, not like something that is free for a month and then it disappears and you have to pay something for it, but like a really totally free tool that I want to give you that's going to change your art marketing. And let me ask you this question. What do you do when you need to plan for your next event? Let's say you have a show coming up in July, or let's say you have an open studio in July, right? Or let's say you have an online release of a new collection that you just did and you want to get them out in July. You want to get people's attention. You want to be able to market that event so that people take action, right? So that they come to events, so that you can sell your art, so that they can follow you online or whatever it is that you need to do. So what a lot of artists are doing right now is they go to ChatGPT or any other AI of their choice and they say, hey, help me create a marketing email so I can promote this event. And they click enter and then it gives them some information, right? Or it would say, oh, help me promote this release. Here's what the art is about. And it's going to be on this date. And they hit enter. And the result that you get is good, but it's not the best. It doesn't really sound like it should. It sounds generic. It sounds kind of shallow. And the reason is not because AI is doing it wrong. The problem is that most artists do not know how to create the ultimate prompt that will then use the AI to create the ultimate result, right? And that is the biggest problem. So artists often have a hard time, getting something that sounds like them. You could always tell when you read that email or that Instagram post that sounds too much like an AI tool made it and created it. So I've been thinking a lot about that. And the reason is because I coach artists one-on-one or sometimes in groups to help them build a marketing calendar for their next event. I do one-on-one sessions where an artist can sign up for sitting down with me for 1 hour and I ask them a lot of questions about their event, what they want to do, etc., etc. And then I take a calendar and say, okay, let's go and let's work a 4-week plan from start to finish, what to do each week on each of your platforms or emails or in person, whatever it is that you need to do. And then we go through that and they get now a recipe, right? Or a strategy that then they can use in their own marketing. And that's pretty much kind of how it works. And I have a whole system around it that is called the Ultimate Marketing Calendar. In fact, if you have been a member of my Art Next Level coaching program, perhaps you have seen my video on the Ultimate Marketing Calendar. But I've been thinking, how can I make this more available to people? How can I help artists have this information accessible to them? So I created that tool. That's the beautiful thing of AI, right? I created this tool. And the way it works is now you can go to this online tool that I built and you can really easily fill out a short questionnaire about your event, and it's going to give you the best prompt that you could ever do on your own. So just to give you an example, for example, right, when you go there, it's called the Ultimate Marketing Calendar AI Prompt Generator. So this is what it's going to do. So you're going to answer a few questions. For example, the most important, what's the name of the event and when, right? And what type of event. You have a bunch of options there, whether you want the event to be local, regional, national, mix, virtual, etc. You will describe your event as well. You get to choose how many week campaign you're looking for. It's going to say, Sergio recommends a 4-week, but, if you are in a rush, like you forgot to plan this ahead, or maybe an opportunity that just came out, just pick, maybe you only have 1 week in which you have to get this thing out to the public, right? So it's going to ask you to, what is the level of your expertise in your marketing? Like, are you a newbie in marketing, or are you a pro, or somewhere in between, so that it can also give you more or less help. It's going to ask you also, which platforms you want to use: Instagram, TikTok, or direct outreach, or website, email list. You get to pick and choose exactly the platforms that you're going to be using in your marketing, because you don't want to waste time, with platforms that you're not even using. And then it's going to ask you also about your target audience. Who are you trying to reach with this event? Is it art collectors, art lovers, past buyers, interior designers? Maybe you're doing an event that is specific to kind of attract interior designers or art consultants. So you get to pick who's your audience, which is one of the hardest parts. When artists are using AI, they forget the whole target audience altogether, and they're just attracting more artists. So, this tool helps you do that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put what is your number one goal, and the tool's going to ask you different goals: either sell more art, or if you want to grow your email list, or get gallery or press attention, or bring people to the event, or maybe you want just build visibility and brand awareness, or maybe you're launching something new and create buzz, or connect and nurture collectors. You get to pick what is your number one goal. You may want to do all of the above, right? But what is the number one thing? Maybe selling art, because it's an online release. So I really need to make some sales. So that's the number one goal that you have. You choose that. Then you talk about another section 3 of the tool, where you describe a little bit more about your art, what kind of art you're going to have in the event, what are some of the stories or themes that the art is all about. Super important, right? Because people don't just want to know about an event. They want to know what's the story, what's the heart behind it. So this tool helps you do that, right? A lot of artists sometimes forget about that when they are building their marketing plan. So this tool will actually extract from you exactly what it needs to know in order to build the best prompt for you. Then it has a couple other quick questions there, and it's going to even ask you also how much time per week you have for your marketing. If you have only 1 to 2 hours, or 3 to 5, or so you get to pick, because it matters, if you have just a couple hours a week, or if you have more time to do more things, right? This tool will help you with that. And at the end, you are going to also say if you are comfortable making pictures of your art, or studio photos, or even reels. You have time, and are you comfortable at making reels, or going live, or email newsletter, or whatever, right? So you get to pick those things. And at the end, you just pick which of the AI tools you use, which one is the one that you prefer, ChatGPT, or Gemini, or Claude, or another different one, doesn't matter. You pick that, and you click on the button that says Build My AI Prompt. It's free. So just click on it, and the resulting page is going to have a prompt that is super highly detailed. And also, here's the best part, also it is trained with my ultimate marketing calendar framework. So all you gotta do is there's one button that you say copy. You don't even have to read this long thing. You just click on the copy button. It's big and green, and then you just paste that into your own AI. Let's say you just go to ChatGPT, you say paste, enter, and boom, ChatGPT or whatever AI you use is going to give you a perfectly created ultimate marketing calendar for your next event. So let's say you pick the 4-week plan or strategy. It's going to say, okay, on week 4, this is what you want to do. Send this email, make this post. On week 3, this is what you want to do. And then for each week, it's going to say, oh, and Sergio, by the way, recommends you do this. Or Sergio recommends this or that. It includes some of my own recommendations, which is super awesome and super cool. And again, it's going to follow my advice of the ultimate marketing calendar. And that's it. And you just follow the plan. Now, why is this better than, let's say, just other tools that may be out there that can help you with your marketing? Well, what is really nice about it, and that's why I created it this way, is that your using the prompt that my tool gives you so that you can put it in your own AI, because your own AI knows you better than any other tool. Why? Because you use it. The ChatGPT on your phone, if you're using it all the time for your art, for your marketing, for your ideas, to come up with titles, to help you with your art statement, whatever AI you're using, it already knows you better than any other tool out there. So I didn't want to build a tool that's just going to give you something, again, more generic like everybody else. I wanted to give you something that you can use in your own AI so that, it is absolutely effective because it already knows you. So when you get the response from your AI, which is a wonderful thing, because it's inside your AI, it's saved, right? It's one of your chats. It's not going to go away unless you delete it. So it's saved. You can go back and say, oh, I forgot to mention, that actually there's another story that is super important and I totally forgot. You don't have to go back and redo this whole questionnaire again. You just reply that to your AI and it will, fix it. It will edit it for you, right? And it will still follow my marketing calendar strategy. And that's what's so beautiful about this tool. That's why I want to give it to you totally free as a gift for all artists in my community, for all artists, subscribe to my podcast as well. And I want to make it available to you. So the question is, Sergio, how do I get this thing? Where do I go and find this thing? Well, super easy. You go to theartistnextlevel.com/AI tool altogether. Again, theartistnextlevel.com/AI tool altogether, no spaces. Click enter, and you're gonna get there a little box where you can put your name and email, so that then I can send you through email the special link. So that you can save that email. So if you forget about it, what is this tool? You can just search it in your inbox and it'll be right there. And that's it. That's it. You just click on it and you use it. You don't need to log into anything. You don't need to save some sort of password like in other places. No, it's literally an email that you're going to get with a link. And once you have that link, you can use it forever and ever until, I don't have the tool anymore. But that's how it works. I hope you use it, my friend. It's really helping so many artists plan their marketing calendars with great success. Is exactly what I've been teaching artists, what I've been using for years myself. I'm now even using it myself, right? Because it's a lot easier for me to just use the tool and not forget any of the information, and then using my own AI because it already knows me. So that's why it's there. Use it, widely, and let me know how you like the tool. Send me a message through Instagram or email, any social media, and say, hey, Sergio, I'm using your tool, and I love it. I'm using the AI prompt tool, and I love it. It's great. So, or maybe if you would like to recommend that maybe there's something else that, like, Sergio, it would be great if you can also do this, or if it would also be great if you can give me this other thing, I can fix that too. So let me know. Thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you at the next level.
Check out our website at www.theartistnextlevel.com, where you will find our podcast library, learn about our upcoming webinars, find resources relevant to your career, and much more. Thanks for listening to today's podcast, and we'll see you at the next level.